Time for our trending story of the day, brought to you by Subway. Try the all-new Subway wraps today.
Now comes a report that Bronny James has been invited by 10 different teams for personal workouts, including the Lakers and the Suns, who are now 1-2 in the odds to land Bronny. Yet, once again, here we go again, we had another NBA executive quoted as saying that drafting Bronny could, quote-unquote, significantly improve the possibility of signing LeBron James in free agency. The executive said, and I quote, "You have to have the conversation internally, especially if you're a team in the West, because if you can improve your chances of landing LeBron, it could significantly improve your chances." Okay, Paul, how do you see this playing out?
Can we stop with all this, Skip? All this, if we draft Bronny, they're not going to play with the Godfather, Rich Paul. They're not going to play with him in clutch. This is already mapped out. It's inevitable. He's going to be a Laker. Bronny James is going to play with his dad for the Lakers.
And that ain't what the report said, man.
It don't matter what the report said. This is going to be the end-all, be-all storybook ending for LeBron James in a Laker uniform to play with his son, Bronny. So all this other stuff about him inviting Bronny to a workout here or he going to the Suns, this or that, Bron, we got cap space at OKC, we could team him up with Joel Embiid.
Could he play with the Suns?
Nah. Bronny could. I mean,
I said LeBron.
Then you make the Phoenix Suns the oldest team in the league. I don't know about that. No, they're not going to do that.
No, I know.
They're not going. This is the end-all, be-all here in Lakerland. Storybook ending. Get ready for the documentary, the book, the end-all, be-all. This is it.
Okay. So your conclusion is he's going to be a Laker.
Absolutely. Okay. It's not all that. Just throw all that other stuff out the window.
Cleveland is out the door. That's gone.
Out the door. I had Cleveland at 5% chance. That's the only place I can see Bronny and Bron going. That's the only thing that can possibly make sense. If Cleveland drafted him, Bron comes as a free agent, goes there, he wants to be home and check on his crib out in Akron and check on the school and, this is where it all started. Yeah, that's a great story, too. So that's the only other place.
Okay. Let's be smart here and be big boy, Skip. First of all, I don't think LeBron's going to Detroit, Portland, Utah. That's big boy. He ain't going to play for them. On top of that, I don't think LeBron is going to put the type of pressure. In fact, without even talking to him or Rich Paul even knowing, he ain't doing that, to put the type of pressure on his son to, if you go over here, I'm coming. He's not going to do that. On top of that, he's not living vicariously through his child. It's just that he's not living vicariously through him as I'm going to follow you with your coattail. Think about that. It's just not going to happen. Because if I draft Bronny James to lure LeBron, what am I luring LeBron at 40 years old to do? Win a championship in year one? So now I'm getting ready to ask him.
Sell tickets.
I'm getting ready to ask him to take less money, significantly less money. Now, I think a lot of people are forgetting all of this when they think about him moving from team to team to team. There's about $160 million, maybe a little coins more, on the table potentially with the Lakers. Yeah. He can't get anywhere near that based on his veteran presence in any other team that would sign him.
Fact.
He can't get that.
Yeah, I
don't care how much money LeBron James has. He ain't giving up $160 million.
He'll give up $160 to play with his son. Yes, he would. Yes, he would.
Okay. I would, you would, right? But we're talking about he's going to give up $160 million to play 1 year?
For his son, I think that's...
And then what happens to Bronny when LeBron retires?
What happens to Bronny is Bron go buys a team in Vegas.
See, here come Bronny. Now you asking for a whole lot of
here come Bronny.
Buying a team, and here comes and I'm gonna put my team and do. That's a lot.
This plan is already in place.
That's a lot. As you like to tell me, that's a lot of what ifs. That's a big what if.
No,
but
this is inevitable.
All in all, he doesn't need. So in the grand scheme of things, when we boil all this down, Skip, and put it in the middle, he wants to play with his son. Correct? Yeah. You would agree?
Yep.
I'm not totally convinced his son wants to play with father.
That's fine.
No.
Yeah. But you are convinced LeBron wants to play with his son. So if you convinced, I'm convinced and Paul is convinced he want to play with his son, why do I have to go to Portland to play with my son? I can play with him right here in L.A. Because all we gonna do is say, don't draft, I'm not coming, why would you draft my son? Now, if they draft his son, it's based on his son's potential. It has nothing to do with LeBron James. It has zero to do with LeBron James. If you draft his son, it's about his son. It can't be about his daddy, because his daddy he's on the edge of retirement. He just is.
Listen, he was really good last year. Dude,
yeah, but he ain't playing another 5 years.
No.
We not drafting.
But seriously, could I see him playing 3 more years? I could.
Yeah,
go ahead.
He can play 3 years. Yeah. Paul could have played another 4 years. That wouldn't have been effective, but he certainly could have played.
I didn't see a big drop-off last year, man.
No, not in LeBron. No, not at all. But you're talking 3 years, though, Skip. Yeah. That's a long time. A million different things. Sure. Bodies change, coaches come and go, all sorts of things happen. In the end, he could just play with his son right in Los Angeles. I don't need to go to no damn Portland or no Detroit.
Yeah.
And I would love to play with my son, but the economics, I don't care how much money they got. Billionaires are billionaires for a reason. That's why they keep doing stuff to get from 1 billion to 10 billion, because they want to make money. And that's how I look at LeBron. LeBron ain't just like, here, I'm 164 million, but I can play with my son and get the money? Come on now, be smart.
Okay, I'm with both of you, and I'm not backing off this. They are going to be Lakers, both of them, next 100%. Year. And it can work 100 different ways, but the easiest way to do it is you don't even need to draft him. It would be nice. You could honor him by using your second-round pick on him, but you don't even need to do that. You could just say, he's coming here and he's going to sign here.
Right.
And LeBron's going to commit to 3 more years here to play with Bronny for maybe 3 more years, and it'll be a great fit for both of them.
Yeah.
Okay. Now we're back to the ultimate question here that's almost unanswerable to me. How good is Bronny James? How good is he on the NBA level, Bronny James? Because obviously he got off to a horrendous start. He had a heart attack before he could play for your USC Trojans, and so I'm writing off the whole year, and I'm dismissing whatever it was, 5, 4, and 3, or whatever his stats were. 5 points, was it like 5 points, 4 rebounds?
Yeah, he had about 5 points.
Whatever.
It wasn't the statistical year that you probably would have thought based on the hype behind Bronny.
No, and he shot 27% from 3. I don't care. It's over. It's done with. It didn't get off right, and it didn't end right.
Yeah.
Fine. He's going to play professional basketball, and yet every day the pendulum swings back and forth and back and forth. One day I think he's really good by all accounts, and then the next day he can't play. Can't play, can't play, can't play, can't play. I know he can play with his father. I promise you, he was born to play alongside his father. Even next year, could he play 15 minutes a night and be pretty good? I believe he could be pretty good alongside his father because they complement each other. I think Bronny will turn back into a very credible, very good, like an above-average catch-and-shoot three-point shooter. And I do think he can play defense at a pretty high NBA level right out of the box. So you got that going. But now we get back to these anonymous quotes. We have one every day from some GM saying, hey, well, you should draft him because you could get the dad to come here, okay?
Not happening.
Okay. Is it possible that somebody would draft Bronny James just because they like Bronny James and give it up? You know,
yes, it's possible.
Yeah. Okay.
All it takes is one.
Yeah. All it takes is one.
And that's what I'm saying. If you drafting Bronny, you drafted him because of him.
Yeah.
You're not drafting him because of his dad.
Yeah.
You don't know how long his dad's going to play.
By all his quotes, I'm trying to read between the lines. He has never come right out and said, oh, I live to play with my father. He never says that.
No.
He wants it known he's his own man and is going to stand on his own 2 feet and play basketball the way he can play basketball. Okay? So now we're back to Rich Paul. I love Rich. He's master media manipulator, but he keeps saying, LeBron James is a free agent.
Yeah.
Okay? So, and we hear the story about the Sixers. They're all in for LeBron. They could give him a max deal, but to your point, Keyshawn, you can't give him the deal that the Lakers can give him.
Yeah,
right?
Look, man, is LeBron James as rich as they come? Yes.
Yeah.
Is he gonna make money till he dies? Yes. Is his family going to be wealthy forever? Yes, all that's true. But from a business economic standpoint, financials, people just doesn't surrender that type of money to go somewhere.
Okay.
Or just don't. Now you say, well, Philly drafting LeBron's son so LeBron can come to Philly and go play with Embiid. Could you imagine the people in Philadelphia, the moment that it does not go right for the Sixers and LeBron, how they would treat his son? Like, think about that. Why would I live vicariously through my child and put him through these situations when he got a home right here in L.A. that I could just bring him on back with me and we can go to Redondo Beach or wherever the hell they go, El Segundo every day and practice. I don't need to put my family through that in Philadelphia.
No.
I mean, there could be a scenario where a team, like you said, can draft him for him, not LeBron. And also there can be a conversation between Bronny and LeBron say, hey, you know, maybe we like to play against one another. You know, that can be a dream too. Yeah. Like, cause what's the difference, Key?
I wonder who's gonna cook you.
But think about this. Think about
If he
this.
would cook you.
Think about this. You watching the game and Bronny's matched up with Bron.
That's what I'm saying.
That
I
works.
wonder if LeBron,
That works
I
for
wonder if
TV,
LeBron
right?
James would cook his son.
Right.
Unfortunately, it's 6'9"
I probably would rather see that than them play together. Them playing against each other.
I don't know.
That wouldn't be fair.
It'd be pretty cool to watch.
It'd be
No, that'd be cool either way, though.
The problem
so I can see it going either way.
The problem that you have, and this is unfortunate, but his last name is James and his first name is Bronny, and it's short for LeBron.
Junior.
Nickname, Junior, the whole deal. That's the problem that you have because he'll never get the credit that he deserves as his own man and basketball player because of that combination of first, last name. And my daddy's one of the top 3 of all time in the NBA history of the game and will be that way for a very, very long time. So it's going to be hard. It's a hard pill to swallow for them. And partly because their own undoing as a management group with Clutch and LeBron and all of them, lifting him up but you can't tell a man what to ever do with his son. You can never do that. Is if he felt that his son was better than a lot of NBA players, which I'm going to feel like my son right now that's young, he got the ability to be the next Kyrie Irving because that's my son. So I can never tell LeBron what to do with his son. I just know when you put them out there, we're looking, even though we're smart enough to know better, but the society is looking at it and going, Skip, he ain't LeBron. Even though we know that ain't the case, there's other people in the world that look at it and go, I ain't LeBron James. He ain't nowhere near as good as LeBron James. So he ain't gonna never get the real true credit, which is really messed up.
It's messed up.
It really is.
All right, back to Paul's original point. Rich Paul is going to orchestrate this.
Absolutely.
He is going to preordain it.
Yeah.
It's going to be set in stone before draft night where this will happen. and if in fact, and Rich will be on the phone with all these teams that are actually, truly, genuinely interested in Bronny for Bronny's sake, just for Bronny's sake. If in fact there's a fit that LeBron likes for his son, and somebody says we'll take him at the bottom of the first round, some other team somewhere else, then that will happen. That it will be in concrete before draft night that's the done deal. But you're going to have to work through Rich to get it get signed off on it, right?
Yeah.
You can't just do it out of the blue.
No.
You can't on draft night just say, kaboom, we take Bronny.
No.
You know,
When, and I don't have the dates, and I know we got to pay some bills, Skip. When is the deadline for LeBron to opt in or out? When is that?
Sometime in July.
Oh, it's all the way to July? It's not like coming up
It's
anytime
usually,
soon?
guys, July. The signing period, is around July, so it's usually around there.
And the draft is when?
The draft is coming up in June.
yeah,
Oh, okay. So, yeah, that's got to get done way before then.
it does. But
And then
to
after
all
the
of our
draft, you got
points,
to sign them.
we're pretty sure that Bron and Bronny are going to be in El Segundo, right? Right here with the Lakers.
Yeah, I'm almost certain.
Yeah. All right.
Catch them at Randy's Donuts.
Really? Okay.
You can catch them.
Yeah, I like that. All right.
Thanks for watching, Undisputed fans. Do you want more highlights from the show? Make sure to click that subscribe button for all the exclusive content from Undisputed.